Let's say for this effect, I hand the deck over to the participant and they can give it a shuffle. After they're done shuffling the deck, they would hand it back to me, and I would instruct the participant to take out any two cards they would like, look at them, and remember them. Now, because I don't know how to put the two cards on the screen, I'm just going to take out two right here and look at them with you. But keep in mind that if we had a participant, they would just be the only ones to look at them. So let's say in this case, we have the King of Diamonds and the Ace of Hearts. So the participant can hand me any card they would like for starting off. Let's say the Ace of Hearts. We would go ahead and lose the Ace of Hearts somewhere into the pack, just like this. So you can see it's totally getting shuffled up. And actually, let me move this up just a tad. We're going to take the King of Diamonds, and what we're going to do with him is place him right on top of the pack and give it a cut. Perfect. So now I'm going to try to find your two cards, but I'm going to do it in a bit of a different way. So if I snap my fingers, the first card is actually, let's see here, going to turn face up just like this. So I would ask the participant, is this one of your cards? And they would say yes. I would say, okay. So what we're going to do with the Ace of Hearts is turn him over. If I snap my fingers again, we're going to go through here and find your second card. Right there, the King of Diamonds. So that was the effect for today. If you would like to learn how to do this, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into the tutorial, the cards I'm using are the Black Camp 52 signed by Kevin Booth. Having unboxing and a deck review on these, I will link that in the description. If you hear any noise in the background, I believe there are people shoveling the snow that actually fell, so I apologize for that. But let's get right into this effect. So you can hand the deck over to the participant and they can give it a shuffle. After they're done, they're going to take out two cards, look at them, and remember them. Now it's up to you if you actually want to have them sign the cards, okay? So in this case, look at that. The King of Diamonds once again, but this time we have the Two of Hearts with it. So what you're going to want to do with this first card is control it to the top. Now, I actually did the Mahatma control. I don't remember if I have a tutorial on the Mahatma control, but if I do, I will link it down below. I will, however, link the overhand shuffle down below because you're going to have to know how to do this type of shuffle. It's going to set up for a move, okay? So for this effect, I just like to use overhand shuffles. I'll give you a quick walkthrough with the Mahatma control. You take the card and you place it somewhere in the pack, let's say about halfway. You're going to push down and in with your thumb and you're going to catch a break. If you move it to your other hand, you can actually put your pinky in this break, meaning you're going to lift up all the cards above the break, use your middle ring and pinky for this lower half, just apply pressure down, and this will kind of move forward like a turnover pass or a half pass, meaning you can now shuffle this top half right on top. And now their card is going to be on top of the pack. And if you want, you could shuffle cards from the base here. Don't go too far down, however. But then you can take this big group, move that forward, and then throw this on the bottom. Because we're doing overhand shuffles, I like to control it with an overhand shuffle, but feel free to do any control you would like. Once again, overhand shuffle is in the description. So, before you get to the two, however, you're going to be shuffling the pack like this, and you're going to be setting up for the move. Now, it was a little hard to do this on camera, so that's why I moved my hand out really quick, a frame, and then I moved the camera up. What you're going to want to do is get some misdirection on this card. So whether they sign it or they first look at it, they show it around, whatever. You're going to take this bottom card and you're going to move it out pretty far, okay? This is going to be one of the selections, and your hand is going to cover it. You're then going to come over with your other hand. You can apply pressure on the card, but your thumb is going to push everything, the deck up. And when you do it, you'll notice it's going to be sort of like a T, meaning if you keep pushing, the pack will turn over, and some cards may actually slide out, which is good misdirection, because then you can actually shuffle like this. And that is what you're going to want to do. Turn the card face up on the bottom of the deck in the action of overhand shuffle. Now, anyway you want to turn the card face up on the bottom of the pack like this, go ahead, okay? I just think that is a really neat way to do it. So you're holding the deck at the side like this with your four fingers. Your other hand is going to move this card to the side. You can clip it with your pinky, but when you come back, you're going to move this hand up. Watch your angle, so I might move in a little. I hold it with my index finger. I bring it back as far as I can. And then for their selection, I'm just gonna... So it's held like this. I'm gonna contact it, let go with my pinky, and then move it, up. And then I can shuffle like this. But any way you want to do the move, go ahead. So after that card is face up on the bottom, we're going to take the second card, place it on top of the deck, and then cut it. So now you can talk about anything you would like, but that first card is going to be face up. So I say, okay, let's see if we can find one of your two selections first. So I might go ahead, snap my fingers, and when you spread through, that first card is going to be face up. But right underneath it is going to be their two of hearts. So what I do is when I come to the face up card, not only do I push that card off, but I push the second card off, leaving me enough room to put my pinky in. So when I pull back everything, I now have a break under those two cards. I'm going to take this top half, turn my wrist over. So this is almost like the prophecy move by Bill Simon. I'm going to put this pack right on top. My thumb is going to clip this double right under. But when I turn it over, I'm not going to turn it over all the way. I'm going to turn it over just enough so I can put this half on top. Okay, and just like that, the move is done. So you say, okay, let's turn over your king and try this one more time. You snap your fingers, you spread out the deck, and one card is face up, and that is their second selection, the two of hearts. So that was the effect for today. I hope you really enjoyed this one. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye.